This video is about hypnosis, why it's included in the program, and how to utilize it. So welcome to your month one and getting started with your hypnosis. The hypnosis is included in this program because it is the easiest possible way to move you forward into making healthier choices. Why is it the easiest way? Because your thoughts create your actions, and your actions create your habits, and your habits are what make up your future. And so if you have habits of not loving yourself, of habits of not prioritizing your self-care, if you are choosing unhealthy foods or you're not motivated to take the actions that are needed for you to move into a healthier lifestyle, and you feel like your mind, you just keep hitting some blocks, this is why we utilize the hypnosis. The hypnosis accesses your subconscious mind, that autopilot portion that tends to take over and run the show, which is actually your inner child. So if you have unhealthy eating habits and actions that have been established as a child or maybe from your childhood, those are carrying over. But we are no longer children, and we need to establish healthy, wise, and more responsible actions and habits that suit us having a healthy, happy, productive life. Now, your subconscious is written, about 90% of it is written between the age of 0 to 7. Again, this is why I say your inner child is most likely running the show. Now, that's not to say it's the same for absolutely everyone. Of course, any time that you had impactful, emotional responses that happened anytime up through your teenage years that shaped the way you think about health, the way you view yourself, any negative self-talk, any expectations that you have for yourself. But these can also be little things as well as repetitive things that you heard your parents say or do, or any adult in your life when you were a child, such as maybe your mom kept saying she will never lose weight because she's had kids, and now that you've had kids, you feel you'll never lose weight. Those thoughts were programmed into your mind. Maybe it's that there was a genetic factor and they were telling you that you're just going to have that, you're going to have to accept it, and you very subtly remember hearing this. You don't have to remember it from your conscious mind because your subconscious mind will remember it. And when you're in stress mode, which most of us are, when we're in stress, survival, or scarcity, we revert back to that original programming. So it gets harder and harder to utilize our conscious mind to make our healthier habits. And this might be where, you feel okay, but you're stressed and you find yourself eating foods that you didn't want to eat or that you told yourself you weren't going to do, and then suddenly you're mad at yourself and you're not quite sure why you did that. That's your subconscious mind going into that autopilot fight or flight. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to reprogram this and to retrain yourself. And that is what we're going to do with hypnosis. So you were given for month one 2 different recordings. Recording number 1 is longer, and you're going to listen to that one first and on the first night. You do not have to listen to that one ever again if you don't want to. Recording number 2 is the one that you will listen to every night for at least 21 days in a row, and you can listen to it for longer as well. In recording 1, we are doing a regression. We're going back to these memories and allowing ourselves to collect some rationale, some insight, some enlightenment on how we got to where we are. And we want to do that because we want to shed some light on that so that we can see that that's old programming and we don't need it, and we're going to release it and we're going to let it go. Once we've let it go, we've cleared our space, then we're putting in everything that we want to do. So we're putting in the priority for ourselves. We're putting in that thought that we have the tools, that we know the actions to take, and we're taking actions to become our healthiest, happiest version of ourselves. Okay? So we'll be listening to that for at least 21 days in a row. We've cleaned it out, we've planted the seed, and then we need to water and maintain the garden until it's sustainable. Then next month, we will get a new hypnosis. So for this month, you're going to listen to that one, and you can listen to it again if you need to, but most of the time we just need it once. We let it go, we release it, and then we start to reprogram. We're reprogramming ourselves. So this is where we're doing the inner work here and here. And then you're also doing the outer work by taking your Juice Plus, taking it daily, and starting to add in as much movement as you can. So we really want to strive for that 10,000 steps per day. However, meet yourself where you're at. Know where you're starting. If you're only starting and you're struggling to even get to 2,000, then just push yourself to 3,000 and say, I'm going to do my best for the majority of the week, for 80% of the time, to reach that 3,000 steps. And if you're closer, then just put yourself in a goal where it's just not slightly out of reach, but it's reachable. You'll just have to reach for it. You'll have to do a little bit of work, and we're gonna keep improving. Okay? If you have any questions, comment on this video, tag me, or send me a message. And sweet dreams each night as you listen to your hypnosis and fall off to sleep.